I'm Courtney McBath. This is Calvary Leaders Network, and today we're answering the question, why is leadership important? Well, welcome back to another leadership moment, and today we're trying to answer the question, why is leadership important? Now, if you've already been with us and we've defined what is leadership, and I defined it as the successful use of your influence for the good of others. Because I genuinely believe that in order for leadership to be real leadership, it's not just about who we are, but it's about what we do in the lives of others. It's best seen as servant leadership. It's what Jesus said when told us, he said, listen, if you're going to be the leader of all, then you got to first be the servant of all. So we begin with this idea of adding value to others. As a matter of fact, when we talked about what is leadership, we talked about three things. Leadership is influence, leadership is molding healthy consensus, and leadership is then adding value to others. Now, today's question is, why is that important? Well, it's important for the very things that you see from the definition. Number one, people are in need of good influence, positive influence. Everyone needs that. People are in need of a vision that is shared by all, that everyone can connect to. And people are in need of having value added to their lives. And that's what makes leadership important. Leadership is not just important in government. It's not just important in church, but leadership is important in every small group, in every family, in every business. Leadership is important. John Maxwell often says that everything rises and falls on leadership. So if there is an issue, it's a leadership issue. When an athletic team doesn't do well, they don't fire all the players, they fire the coach, because everything rises and falls on leadership. Leadership changes everything, and that's what makes leadership important. Leadership is important because you and I bring leadership into every facet of our lives, because we bring our influence. We bring an influence that then people can be touched by, and then their lives can be changed by the influence that we bring. That makes leadership important because we bring it. It's a commodity that we all have. And so it is a common commodity. There are many who have taught that leadership is rare, that there are very few leaders. I don't believe that. Leadership is everywhere. The principal of the school is not the only leader. The teachers are leaders as well. The pastor of the church isn't the only leader. Everybody in there is a leader. Leadership is not rare. Leadership is common because leadership is influence. And that's why it's so important, because it is everywhere and it is needed everywhere. There's no place, there's no job, there's no school, there's no family that's not in need of leadership. What is leadership? It is the successful use of your influence to bring good to the lives of others. Everybody needs it. So if the question is asked, why is leadership important? Because everybody needs it and everybody brings it. That's what makes it important. Secondly, leadership is important because everyone is in need of a vision. When I say vision, what do I mean? Everybody's looking for a plan. Everybody's looking for a way out. Everybody's looking for a purpose. Everyone's looking for that. And it's leadership that brings that. You bring it to your small group or your team. You bring it to your church or to your business. You bring it to your classroom. You bring it. And that's what makes it important, is because everybody is in need of it. Because all of us, think about it. How often you have awakened in the morning and you just needed a little guidance to know kind of, what should I do today? What direction should I be going in? Or maybe it wasn't guidance. Maybe it was just a little encouragement. You just needed somebody to encourage you just a little bit along the way so that you could keep going. See, leadership is important because we wake up every day with a need for leadership. How many times have you awakened in the morning and thought, all I need is just a little direction, or all I need is just a little encouragement? You see, my point is, when we talk about why is leadership important, it's important because we all need it. There are days and times and moments in our lives where we just need a little leadership. Everything really does rise and fall on leadership. Why is leadership important? Well, it's important because you and I all bring leadership into the space. It's important because everyone we come in contact needs leadership. What is leadership? It's the successful use of your influence to add value to others, to bring good to others. Everyone absolutely needs it. And ultimately, leadership is important because the vision for society, the vision for business, the vision for a ministry, the vision for your life is all influenced by the leaders in your life. Who is it that you look to that adds value to you? Who is it that you look to that gives you a sense of direction? Who is it that you look to that sets the bar for you? Who's the example? What is it that you're going for? All of that is leadership. And leadership is important because leadership sets the goal for us so that we shoot for it. We're not trying to be clones of anyone else, but there are people in our lives that challenge who we are, that challenge what we do, that help us to get better, that help us to grow so that we function in excellence. And so at the end of the day, leadership is important because you and I bring it and you and I need it. Leadership is important because everybody needs vision. Everybody needs some encouragement and some direction. Leadership is important because all of us need someone to challenge what we're doing, to challenge our achievements, our goals, our successes, and to comfort us in times of failure. That's why I believe leadership is important. If you've enjoyed today, make sure that you like this, subscribe to our channel, and click that link because we want to stay in touch with you.